Blessings from the essence. You got Heavy J. Motivation, determination is my proclamation. My God said, man, keep on elevating, Jay. JC strolling with me, baby. This thing is so real. Can you even understand the appeal God has for me? I said, goatee with a bald head. Man, I'm just grateful. You really don't need as much sleep as you truly believe you need. Just journeying all my thoughts that God allows me, my dreams, what God brings, wakes me back up. And I've traveled all over the globe without a passport, I like to say, and God just keep blessing me and let me know the journey is real. So that's some serious kind of gratitude. Just out here in the backyard, made my oatmeal, but I don't always jump on it at first. Just touched by God. Was always a track over there. Just doing my thing, working out and allowing God to keep using me. Excuse me. Allowing God to keep using me. And like I said, keep me elevated, keep me motivated, and keep my vocal tone right where it's supposed to be at without trying to do too much. You know, I don't do all that screaming. I gotta try to tell some of my guys and some of the MCs I check in, I don't have that gritty voice they got. I'll try it sometime and it be hurting my throat. I'm just grateful for God. Let me get this in, because keep the bugs away. I'm just grateful for God and all He's done in my life, and I can't ask for nothing more. I can't ask for no much more. Like the brother said, God bless his soul. God, just give me my portion. Just give me all I can handle. And I'm going to pay for it. The brother spoke about, it was people by a bridge. He talked to everybody first, but the brother was pushing his shopping cart, and the brother said, don't ever look down on somebody pushing a shopping cart. My mom spoke about just because he's in a so-called home, apartment, whatever. Don't think you better than him or he less than you. It's so real. So I always remember the blessings of my mom dropped them jewels on me. No matter if you catch it now or later, if you're not trying to be too big-headed or tapping in with what the so-called street or society says, it'll come back to you. It'll come back to you. And you'll be grateful for it too. You'll be grateful for it. Like I said, I walked the track over an hour. Just grateful for my earth, my mom and my pops. Definitely them getting together. Because anything they went through that I held on for years, and truly God let me deliver and go through that process, and my mom never held it against me. It had nothing to do with me. You know, it's like I was looking at the big picture that I couldn't have been here. Like I speak about, my mom had 5 babies already, 5 children already, and she revealed later on in life she had a miscarriage, and so with 5, God bless my brother who passed, it was a boy. Who's to say she would have had another? And I'm not even going into their relationship, because that's in all my music. And I've uploaded that again, and it's all about glorifying them. Even when I was doing that, I wasn't disrespecting. I was for someone else. I wouldn't be here without them. So as I sit in this little beautiful peace right now, because everything I've seen went silent, I know that's God allowing me. Even what they're doing. Excuse me, that's God allowing me to tap in. Like I said, God woke me up for the alarm. The alarm was set for 8. God woke me up. I actually fell asleep listening to a sister who whose podcast was talking about keep moving forward. If those don't believe in you, don't worry about it, no matter how close they are. And I was listening to a motivation about billionaire status. Having money is great. As long as it's about energy and what do you do with it? Who do you help? Who do you touch? But when God woke me up, I forgot the brother's name. He was speaking about having a purpose. Everybody don't want their purpose. Everybody don't have that drive. You start working out, you start reading, you start believing in yourself, and then something happens, and you kind of, I'll say, fall off or just stop. But the day, the minute, the second, the minute, the hour, the weeks, the months, the years, when you gonna come back to it? When are you gonna have that discipline? He was really deeply speaking about discipline. Like I say, I'm blessed to God touched my soul, that drug free, 29 years clean without a relapse. And I just went to God. Like I say, anybody needs to go counseling. Therapy is great, but that was one incidents where I truly just admitted that I was an addict. And so after the sixth sign, I just revealed to my first wife, she said, but you don't look different. I said, everybody doesn't go through this drastic change. And yeah, I was hurting. I just, like I said, you can spell out negative, draw it in. That you're ill, draw it in. Allow somebody to have you feeling that way, draw it in. You'll keep it. You'll think you need to be with them. And they could be a person you shouldn't even be with. But if you, like I said, I want a man, I want a wife, I'm going to give you what you want. I want a man that loves me and always there for me. Oh, well, how are you going to be always there for you then? Like the brother said, he must not going to have no job. You got to be specific. And I'm specific in the blessings that I'm asking God for. And I always constantly say, in the name of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, paying forward to those less fortunate. Not somebody, because no matter related or not, blessings, that's a confirmation. That's the essence. Once again, because they're related or because they want to bring up that I wasn't there, and I don't even live in that no more. If you supposedly gave me, and we talked about it, you trying to retract something to put an ego and a guilt trip on me, I don't even walk in that purpose, because personally, I won't allow my ego, butterfly, to control my movements or my spirituality or my just train of thought. I walk in just an even tone of allowing God to guide me, and glide me, and keep everything pure and honest. And truly only reflecting when I need to upload something about my life, existence, and truly motivate and help someone. You got to truly, like I say, tap in and take a look at yourself. And it's going to hurt. It's going to shed tears. You're going to shed tears, but I also like to speak about God soaks up my tears. So I'm blessed for that. I'm blessed that I acknowledge my Savior. Excuse me. And definitely put him first. Keep little mosquitoes. And definitely keep him first in my life. And just truly honored. That I've been blessed and been chosen to uplift humanity. Like I said, one individual becomes a domino effect. Like I said, I don't believe in all the nationalities and the color barriers and the race connotation of who this person's supposed to be, and if they don't care for me, I'll still pray for you. You was raised that way, or you just took on that mindset on your own. I just believe it. Like I said, no religious cap is on me. Like I said, I was raised in the Baptist church, went to Pentecostal, was a practicing Muslim, Islam faith, and all it guided me and still instilled in me to just believe and trust. And like I say, even in the low vibrational states where when the negative energy hit, I didn't call on God. I hid and listened to that voice that had me hide and ignoring individuals and not working out and not uploading my music, listening to instrumentals, turning the TV strip on. I just say, God help me. When I did that, everything changed, That's why I say I know God has an abundance for me, because I just walked the track for about an hour or so, and I talked to God, and my Lord and Savior strolled with me, and I did a live, and I did a couple of reels on YouTube, and I just spoke to God about You've always just waited on me to ask for abundance and ask for clarity, because you know my heart, you know my spirit, you know my soul. You created me, before you whispered I had to win that race to get to my mom womb, and to keep flowing. So I'm eternally grateful for that. So I like to speak about just grab a piece. Just grab a piece, and that piece becomes a bigger piece, and that piece becomes a chunk, and then get a big slice of that cake. Get a big slice of that cake, and allow yourself to just elevate and stay motivated. And I like to say, I truly understand it's better to give than to receive, because when I give, I get a blessing from God, and without looking for something, it just naturally comes to you. Like I said, God, no, you can hide a lot of some kind of humans, but God knows. God knows who you are. God knows before you even think about it. Even when you call it, I call it just not thinking. But God does know what you're thinking. He know what you're thinking. So you can just hide your belief, and you can ignore God's message, but you'll tag back in. Some may not, that don't have anything to do with that. Throw the boomerang out of the way, but keep striving and believing. Like I said, God put me on this so-called earth, His earth, to this beautiful earth, to transition my journeys for someone else, because I reflected that it was for me. I went through it, and all the I and me and why me, and it's for someone else, because I'm still here. I'm still walking in my purpose. Excuse me. Like I said, I walked over an hour. By the time my alarm went off, I had already walked a half-mile track, probably about, got there at 11. I probably had walked about 6 times. So I probably did about 6 miles, walking forward and walking backwards, hugging trees, and just showing gratitude to Earth, to the Mother Earth, and all she does every season, and pushing forward. Like I said, I'm not going to keep prolonging not eating. I'm trying to be consistent and eat more, so before my dogs decide, oh, we want to go out, and I have to kind of ignore them, and they ate good and snoring. They're in there snoring, and opening the gate and door, and they jumping up like, you can wear me down. But we need to go out, and then they get out and just bored. So truly understand who I'm supposed to be and who I am, and like I said, everybody can't go, and I don't have a complex about it. I can say no. I can ignore phone calls. How you feel about it is how you feel about it. Like I said, yellow butterfly, I just give it to God, and I don't allow it to, like I said, to raise my voice to anybody in my music, not to curse or use foul language. Like I said, not to litter. 10 plus years. God bless me. February 24th will be 11 years, no meat. Never tried, never thought about it, and just tighten up with no sugar. Like I said, less salt is, no salt really is better. I had some chips my guy the they got some food from it came out here from the shop, and I had some what you call them, little chips that you dip when they throw a little lemon on it with a little salt. I indulged in some of that, but I just knew when I got home to drink a lot of water. Then the next morning, drink a lot of water, because I do pretty much 0 salt. And that's why I say if I go anywhere, I tell them prepare whatever with no salt. Because when you get away from it, man, you can get a massive headache and just high cholesterol or high blood pressure. So my diet is really truly consistent, and I'm just grateful for that. I'm just grateful for what God has done in my life. And I just want to tap in, because I tapped in on Instagram at JLH241970. Then Facebook is just John Haynes, JOHNHAYNES. And I have to keep remembering my YouTube page is heavy. 2 dots, poverty, 9788. I was trying to pass to my sister on YouTube, but I forgot. I didn't put the heavy. So, I mean, I put the heavy, I didn't put the poverty. Because my record label, I'm starting, I'm the first artist, is Poverty Music Records, you know, and it's just pushing abundance from God. And like I said, you can check my tracks, it's about 120. I don't have to curse, you know, that's just who I am, you know, just got to have discipline. You know, like I said, I don't litter. Man, nothing. Years. So that discipline has to have focus, and that focus has to have determination. And you have to believe in it. No matter what somebody says, you know, keep doing what you're doing. It's elevation. So they'll see it. They may try to call. They may try to say, man, take that to God. I can't keep breaking down something if I've been on these platforms and I've been pushing and I notice you haven't pushed play. Because I check comments, I reply back, and I get bashes for people because I'll consistently maybe say amen or just gave a good comment for motivation for them to keep pushing forward. So I can't keep trying to pull you up. It's a lot of people that really need it, you know. So financially blessed, you can't guilt trip me. So I'm just grateful for God and all He's done in my life, and go ahead and eat and keep moving forward and keep uplifting and keep enlightening humanity and saying stay true to yourself and stay true to God, and let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, baby.